In more local news, a huge step forward for environmental and economic health in Santa Cruz. Today, the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary Exploration Center opened. Central Coast News reporter Matt Dineshra was there for the first look at a project that was built just steps from the protected Monterey Bay.
The Roaring Camp Railroad passed by during today's opening ceremony, a fitting picture for an exploration center at the crossroads of one of the busiest tourist areas and the nation's largest marine sanctuary.
Literally more than 1 million people pass by this intersection every year, and so it's an opportunity for every one of those 1 million people to get a greater view of what's going on out there in Monterey Bay.
A pivotal part of conservation is education, and that's what the new center is about. The center has plenty of interactive exhibits like this one on tide pools. Officials from the Central Coast and D.C. were on hand to, naturally, cut a kelp ribbon to mark the completion of the $17 million project. That figure includes partnerships with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, National Marine Sanctuary Foundation, the state, and the city, which donated the land right across from the wharf. This center is the result of 10 years of work.
When we all work together, we make things happen. This is a great thing for all of us. It's not just a Santa Cruz project, it's a whole regional project.
In Santa Cruz, I'm Matt Dineshra, your Central Coast News.
Well, the Exploration Center is free, but the city hopes it will be another reason for visitors to stay and play longer here on the Central Coast.
In our project economy, the grand opening of the Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary Exploration Center in Santa Cruz, a $16.7 million project that opened its doors after 18 months of construction. Action News reporter Phil Gomez was at the kelp cutting ceremony today and is live with more. Phil?
Well, that's right, Dan. As a matter of fact, they just closed the doors at 5 o'clock, and they had a pretty good turnout. 983 people turned out for the first time of this grand opening. And just to give you an idea how long this has been on the drawing board, John Laird was the mayor some 40 years ago. And 20 years ago, they established a sanctuary, and to commemorate that event, they opened the doors to this facility. Now, there isn't any living marine life inside the two-story building, but it does have replicas of marine life. It's full of high-tech gizmos. You travel through a kelp forest and peer into this 14,000-gallon fiberglass-encased model of a submarine canyon featuring a remote-operated vehicle. There's also a theater featuring a 15-minute film of underwater exploration. Other exhibits offer connections to the local watershed and marine research.
Is to connect people to the sanctuary, and we're connecting them through exhibits where we start with the watershed, where they get to learn about what they do on land affects the ocean, and then they get to experience what the sanctuary is like.
This is totally amazing. I'm a marine biologist and I study sea turtles, so I'm really excited to take a look around and have this be the gateway to our beautiful bay.
The city leaders see this as a welcome addition to the tourist corridor and hope it'll lead to more visitors staying overnight and generating more businesses. Now, the visitor center will be open Tuesday, but it's usually operating on Wednesday through Sunday from 10 to 5, and it cost is very reasonable. It's free, and as you can see, there's still some people. That whale's tail is very popular with the kids. Yeah.
It's going to be a big hit. Thank you, Phil. There are other additions that the city plans to include outside, including some artwork and the like.